Did you survive? Did anyone survive? Oh my effing God. Woo! Oh, the amount of whipsaw that just happened. So here, I've opened up 2 trades here. I've been buying in as we've gone down, but oh my God. So my Ethereum trade is 140,000. I'm down $500. My Solana trade is 56,000. I am positive $800, but oh my God. Okay. So on my Instagram and what I was telling everybody was we were more than likely, before we got the breakout yesterday with this symmetric triangle, because we can see we've been making higher highs and we haven't completely breaking. Well, we've had higher lows, so we haven't been going further down, but we haven't made super higher highs. But then all of a sudden, bam, we just started effing moving. And my breakout target was around 108,000. And there's even more move out here from if I go, let's say, to this weekly, okay? And, just drawing this falling wedge, which is, it's a falling, like, broadening wedge that is a bullish pattern, especially when you're in an uptrend, because we have moved from the beginning of like October, we moved, 146%. So this was turning into a flag there, but the target for something like this, you could even say that this is a cup and handle. And even for the cup and handle, this would be the fill part, right? And then this is the handle. So here, if I just draw this is this massive yearly long cup and handle. Boom, boom, boom. And the target on these suckers are just ridiculous to think about, right? But that guy, as it breaks out, the target is actually 120. And I wouldn't be surprised if we hit 120 by Christmas. Like, no effing way. I'm not shitting you guys. I personally think that it's in the cards, right? And I thought there was going to be something like this happen with this massive whipsaw. But anyway, we had another small confirmation on a pattern, right? If I zoom in on the daily here, here's that symmetric triangle. And just simply, my target was around 108. But if I zoom in, what ended up happening? Well, we ended up getting to almost 105,000. It was like, woo, let's go. But then all of a sudden, it's this psychological number, right? All these billions of dollars of shorts got liquidated. And what happens when retail comes flooding in? Well, they like to whipsaw you out of here. Like, so a bunch of people that I was watching leverages getting just closed all day long. There was probably the biggest one I saw was some dude. I was like 20x and he lost $20 million because he was, I don't know why you'd go 20x because, hey, it hit 100,000. Yeah. With the ideology out there, Bitcoin is going to get to 200 to $1 million to potentially $5 million. But it's going to take time. It's going to definitely take time. What? Did the iPad close? Okay. One moment. Dun, dun, dun. My daughter's homesick. Here you go.
Can I say?
Aaron, just a little bit, baby. I'm just telling people a little bit about what the heck is going on here. So let's look here at the hourly, right? And oh my goodness, look at what happened, right? Because here, my train of thought, here was on the daily, and what I thought was going to happen is we were going to break out of this symmetric triangle. And as soon as you break out of something like this, typically I'm a front runner. I like to hop in trades early. However, realistically, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to wait for the breakout, and then you're supposed to wait for the pullback. And then that's when things take off, right? So my target is still around that 110. But we started pulling back and I was going, okay, this is good. So I started getting into a trade because I saw us, coming. Delete that. Give me my damn deal. I saw us breaking out and then coming back. But then what happened? The floor just fell out. And if I go down to 15 minutes, this is a 15-minute wick that goes down 8% inside of 15 minutes. So a lot of people did not survive this, did not effing survive this. And usually when something like this happens, we see massive amounts of buying right away. And here, this is within 5 minutes. Boom, boom, boom. Within 5 minutes, this guy goes down 7%. Okay, goes from 95. Actually, it goes from 99 to 90,000. And then boom, 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 enters. So truthfully, when this happens, I see a little bit more pain happening. Okay, typically what ends up happening, it's not just all rainbows and things just go straight up after massive wicks like that. What ends up happening is you end up seeing some action that and then goes up, and then there's a little bit of consolidation that happens before we pump up here. But it's rare that we have another hit below this, unless the market is just going to completely tank. And then therefore I say that really the area of support is going to be around 88,000, but I don't perceive us getting below here. So, you know, if I was a betting man, right, you know, a gambling risk taker, Deegan, I would say that 90,000 is the support level, that this is where you should have your stop. You know, if you're going to get into something like this, like if I'm looking at my Ethereum stuff, yes, I'm down $1,200 right now. You know, accumulatively, I'm down 500 on paper because of the Solana deal. But truthfully, my target is right around 4,200 here. But look at this massive wick, just boom, 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 boom. So I could perceive us, like I said, hitting some of these areas that I have, you know, coming down here, maybe even to the $3,700 mark. That's $80 from here, because that's a nice level of support here. And I could see us potentially staying in here before we bounce up here. So I'm willing to hold on to this. You know, for some reason, my Solana trade is costing me about $200 a day for the funding fee, where my Ethereum is only about 100, even though my Ethereum trade is quite a bit more, is double. So, you know, because we're down a little bit low here, I've just been slowly averaging in here. There we go. Boom again. So now my average is 3,819, right? And again, you know, to each its own, right? Everything that I've been taught is that you don't add to a losing trade, right? But this is my strategy. This is how I've been able to make 100 grand this year, you know, and last month was honestly my best month ever with 40. And on Monday, you know, I walked away with 11 grand. So today, you know, being down $1,000, I'm not too worried about it, right? And this is why you use low leverage, okay? Because, you know, my liquidation points are much lower than all this. A lot of people got liquidated, and that's part of the reason why you see these massive here. Let me make my face a little bit bigger here so that you guys, or at least the screen, so you can see it. The reason as to why these liquidation candles are so big is because on the way down, there's triggering people's liquidation levels, you know, their margin levels, and it's happening too fast. So it's just boom, drops further, boom, drops further, boom, drops further, boom, drops further. So 95,000, I'm going to say that 95,000 is that support level for Bitcoin right now. And truthfully, I would really like to see the daily candle somehow close above, why am I on that? Somehow close above 100,000. Right? You know, that would be ideal. And where is the level for 100,000? Would be up on the top of here, you know, because that would confirm that we've broken out, and it would confirm that we are in support of that $100,000 level. But that's looking like that's not going to happen. It's looking as if this $95,000 level here, what's on the weekly? Actually, we don't have anything to go off of because we're so high, right? So if I'm just to use these Fibonacci retracements, right, to where it was before, you know, like our last little bit, boom. Okay. So 95 is right around the Fibonacci golden pocket here. And so for me, that seems like pretty damn good support. Okay. And between 92 and 95 is really where we're going to see Bitcoin potentially close, right? I'd love to see him close above that 100, but you know, we'll see. What does my Ethereum guy look at? Because, you know, I'm doing this live. Okay, so now I'm down $1,600. Like, come on, can you blow on it? Like, freaking go up, go up, go up. What's holding ETH up from because ETH has done me really, really well. It's done me really, really well. Okay, so I don't perceive us going back down to 3,600, but damn, you know. Okay, so here, let me just. Okay, this has got the same deal as remove drawings. Okay, so let me move this down, move back up a little bit. I don't care. Maybe I'll do 0.5 because I'm running out of the money that I have in here. Go full send, you know, old moto habits die hard. Just got to go full effed send is what it is. So now the trade's 144. God, you know, I got $500 left here. I may add more money into here because as of right now, these trades, this one's 21 grand, this one's 9 grand. I got a little over $31,000 tied up in here. I'm just gonna send it, and if I end up having to add a little bit more, just because I'm a Deegan that way, you know, like I'm a risky SOB, but to an extent, right? Again, you know, my isolation, I'm 6x here. You never see anybody trade. Everyone on the internet, whenever you're on social media, you'll always see guys post their wins of, oh, hey, look, I was 150x. And I'm like, you're a dumbass. You have lost so much money. So you got lucky once and you made 1,000x, which is realistically like you doubled your money. And it's dumb. They don't even show you how much money they're actually trading with. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to tell you exactly what I am doing. Okay. And, you know, now I'm down 1,400, but my Solana deal is up deal. I would really like to see Solana here. I'll get into Solana in just a second here, but I am out of money at the moment. So I've got nothing left, but I've got a bunch of USDT on my other exchanges that if I need to put over here, but as of right now, you know, I'm down $47 between the two trades and I have good conviction on them. But here, let me just look first off. Okay. Where am I looking at here? Our top was 39, which is right around, God, that's right around the 4,000 psychological number. Okay. And you know, just this last little dip, because that's where the last little dip is. So that's where we're sitting here is below the Fibonacci golden pocket, right around this 0.382. Right, is the 3,750. That to me seems like pretty good support. So let's see if that matches up with anything else if I zoom out on the trade. And this is within the 15-minute. Is it still going to be the same on, hey, look at that, on the hourly? Boom, it is being support on a different level. The 4-hourly, how does that look? Okay, the daily, how does that look? Where is that matching up here? Okay, that's matching up as pretty good support because this entire level, I don't want the icons. I want like a square. Why don't I have the square? The square should be one of my favorites. It's not one of my favorites? That is annoying, but okay, here, let me just get the draw. Ah, there it is. Yeah, I want that to be one of my favorites. Okay, this area, boom, boom, boom. Look at this. So that ends up being good resistance and support here. And let me just zoom back in for just a little bit to see what this looks like. I might have to get rid of the Fibonacci stuff. Okay, because that area, boom, and that's right around the $3,900 mark. Okay, got it. Realistically, I want to hold on to this guy until we break over the 4,000 because really 4,200 is where I'm looking at here. Okay, let me look at the Solana. Solana looked good. Solana looked really good, and that's why I got in it yesterday. Man, I drew a lot of crazy effing lines here. I think it's because I had two different ideas, zooming out and then zooming in, right? Okay, yeah. Get rid of that guy. Let me zoom in to what I saw. Again, I saw the same thing that was basically on Bitcoin. That was when Bitcoin was around the $60,000 mark. Oh, hey, what's up, man? They used to say Main Street doesn't match Wall Street. But here, so if you look at, what does this look like to you? If I'm going to teach you anything here, okay, we've got an uptrend, boom, boom, boom. Then we've got a flag. We've got a falling wedge. And usually, the majority of these times, these things soar to the upside. Because if I look back at Bitcoin, okay, and I zoom way out on Bitcoin, let me reset the chart. What does this look like to you guys? Looks like the same scenario where you've got the uptrend, then you've got the falling wedge, then a massive, massive, massive pump here. So that's what I saw on Solana here, and truthfully, that breakout, I wonder if it's going to let me do it. But it doesn't. Okay, it does let me do it. It's right at $350. That's the all-time, So if I was a just massive man that could hold on to this sucker for where I was going to hit my price target, that would be by price. That would be $28,000 from the, how much money do I have in here? Position size, $9,000, right? So that's pretty good. But truthfully, my target is the all-time high. That's my target, is because I'm expecting on Solana to run into some resistance right at its all-time high. Okay, right at its all-time high of 275. Okay, but same thing. I got to zoom in on this guy and see that we've got the touch, the breakout, and then the pullback. And that's exactly what we happened. It's funny how these things end up working as well as they do. It's crazy how they work like that. So, we are going in this deal. We broke out, right? Boom, 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 up to 245. Then we came down and touched, and now we're going back up, right? Boom, boom, boom. This is where the real professional traders, that's where these guys get in. They get in on the retouch. Okay. And I got in as we went way down here and it started pulling back up. That's another massive liquidation candle. But again, it's a dragonfly candle, and I love them. I absolutely love them. They're stronger on the larger time frames, and this is a good looking time frame here. This is a good looking time frame, on the 4 hour. I don't know how the daily looks. How does the daily look? Let me reset. No, reset the chart. Okay. Daily is looking strong. It's like turning from a spinning top into, just potentially just a long green candle, which I love. I'm up almost $2,000 on it. Now you've seen on the stream, I was down, God, what was it? Like $1,100 at first. Now I'm up 1,200. It's looking good. Real quick, check Ethereum, see where this is. And guys, if you hit that subscribe button, I will teach you guys for free. And I am a big fitness knucklehead, as you see the TT bike there, but I use TradingView a lot with alerts, and you can do that just simply, by creating alert. You make a line or something of that nature, and then you just create an alert, and you say, once per minute or so, boom, boom, boom. You say what price you want to be crossing, and you say the alert name, and when it hits and when it's going to get in. And, I do have Market Cipher up here, which, I'm not even showing you guys. Look at this. Okay. So I do have Market Cipher up here, thanks to, Crypto Face, appreciate him, but I don't use it that much. I really don't. I'm very simple on everything. And, I didn't show you guys this. Okay. But here, you'll just go in, say, create an alert. Okay. Do you want it crossing a certain price level, a horizontal line, a value, right? I love values because then I can go 3,009. That's 2,000, but you can go 3,900. Boom. And then my alert name is 3,900. And I always set this to every time. Boom, boom. That is a little bit too much, but every time, like I'm just got another alert, right? That says Ethereum crossed 2,800. That's just what my alerts are. Okay. And that's, here, gosh, I got a lot of them, but, going back here, here's all my alerts, right? Ethereum, 2,800, 2,800, 3,800, 3,800, 3,800. I'm like, come on. Need a push. But it's going up here. Things are looking pretty decent here. Bitcoin is above the 95,000, right? And let me reset this one more time. Why does it keep going back to the drawing? I don't want to always use the drawing. Okay, but I'll get rid of the Fibonacci extension here. And on TradingView, you can make those alerts for free. You can have up to 5 for free, right? And then if you buy the premium plan, you can have 20 for free, but they do expire, which is stupid. But then if you have the premium plan, you can have unlimited alerts, but too much is convoluted, right? If I can teach you guys anything how to trade, it is less is more, less is more. Again, look at my effing charts, right? You know, this is a guy that I'm not trading with a whole lot of money. You know, I mean, this is $31,000 in here, but it's what I feel comfortable with because it's enough to pay my bills and quite a bit more. But, you know, I've made 60 grand in the last 5 weeks. Okay. So the strategy works. The strategy works. And it's a lot of low leverage. And then it's not making things difficult. Because again, overall, what are we looking at with Bitcoin? Okay. Bitcoin is... where's just a simple trend line. Bitcoin is going up. It's just going up. So you're not going to try to short anything. As much as people want to short, if I look at here, look at all these SOBs that are shorting at 105, right? There's a bunch of people that are trying to short Bitcoin. All these guys right at 100,000 that were going long because we were at 105, they got their shit tossed and just liquidated to all hell and back, you know, because look at this wick. That's just nasty. It just sucks. And the reason why I can empathize is because I've been there. I've been the guy. I've been trading for about 4 years. I've been the guy that's like, all right, I can make so much more money. I can turn $100 into $1 million, right? If you can make $1, you can make $1 million, just plain and simple. But it's all about psychological. And truthfully, it's very hard to do at 50x, right? If you follow this channel, I've turned $100 into the 30 that I'm trading with because it was just a fun little challenge for me. But now, you know, it was big enough. And now I'm just showing you guys, hey, this is... Anyway, I digress, right? But it's all about low leverage, okay? And nothing comes super quick. Okay, sweet. Ethereum is starting to pump. Hell yeah. Okay, good. You know, because truthfully, my targets are once I start making 6 to 10 grand, that's where I'm going to be like, did I push my limits? Should I get out? Am I really going to get to my target? Because truthfully, you know, looking at this stuff, it's not a mad science, right? Because on the daily here, you know, here's that symmetric triangle breakout and the target was 108, right? We got to 105. That was pretty damn close. You know, if you traded this sucker, you would have felt like a shithead if you watched it go up 9% and then watch it then go down 8%, right? That is an awful feeling, okay? So trading is more feel than almost anything, I will tell you, you know, and we're all motivated by greed and fear, right? I'm more of a fearful trader because I always have a fear of missing out. So it's hard for me to get it to take the money. But again, when it comes to gambling, right, you can't count the money that you haven't made yet. Okay. So on the stream here, you know, I've been down arguably, is it 9? What did it do? Arguably, you can't count the money that you haven't already made, right? Because that gets you into trouble. Here. All right. I'll have you watch a show here in just a second, Cutie. Okay. But, you know, I've arguably made 4 grand because I was down 2 grand and now I'm up 2 grand, right? So truthfully, you can't count the money until it's out of your account, until I hit this close by market or limit order. Boom. That's basically it. So if I'm here to teach you guys anything, is make it feel like it's a meaningful number for you. Okay. So if you make $100 a day, right, that's damn near 40 grand a month, not a month, but a year. Okay. You know, you double that, the $300 a day. Now you've got a career, right? That's $70,000. That's not more of a hobby anymore. So if you think of stuff as small numbers, that's easy. Okay. For me, every time I get to around 4,000 or 5,000, I'm like, oh, that's my entire bills for the month. So I start thinking like, I need to take it out. Right. And so I take it out. Last week was the biggest week that I've ever had. You know, I made $23,000, but it was over 10 trades, right? It wasn't just one massive big one here, you know, and here live on the stream, Ethereum is starting to go back down. You know, I'm down 270 dollars. But ironically, Solana's going up here. But an overview, right? Now we've hit 97. Now we've hit 97 on Bitcoin, right? Honestly, it would be amazing if we closed above 100,000. Dude, it would be so sick for the wick, the daily candle to close. But we only have 35 minutes for it to go. But again, we saw it go down 8%, $8,000 inside of 5 minutes. It could definitely do the same here. But this is a gigantic spinning top. And usually spinning tops, you know, like I love candles. I love reading candlesticks with formations. And then, you know, I add on stuff like the volume profiles or something. You know, these guys are good to see because then boom, you know, I did a really shitty job of pointing that out there. But okay, where is this boom? Okay, the big massive volume is at the 91,000, what I was talking about. If I move this sucker up to, is it going to load? It's still 91,000. Anyway, you use all these together, but truthfully, price is the only thing that you need to focus on. And you look at a candle, you can definitely see where that candle is going, right? You know, and right now we're trending upwards. We're trending upwards. So, but again, what I'm saying about the doji candles, right? You can also call them spinning tops. They see, I just got another alert for Solana. So let me look back at the Solana. Solana looks good, just past the 240 mark. But the doji candle, these things are indecisive candles. So they could either go either way. They can go up or they can go down, right? But because of the sentiment of the flush out, because we had a massive flush out of everybody here at under $1,000, I'm perceiving a bunch of people are pissed that they don't have any more money to add into this and they're missing out, right? So this guy for me is continuing to go up, and I perceive us, you know, potentially someday tomorrow closing the week out at over 100,000, even though this daily candle can look kind of ominous. What does Ethereum's daily candle look like? The 1 hour looks strong. The daily candle here, and I've got more shit on Ethereum just because I'm trading it, right? So I'm paying attention to these lines here. Same thing. It's got the doji. And then let me get rid of the alerts. And then just because I have Solana out, what is Solana? Solana looks the strongest, right? Solana's breaking out of a wedge. So truthfully, the biggest trade that I have going, which I honestly wish I had the $22,000 in the Solana trade rather than the Ethereum trade, but I'm biased for Ethereum, which is kind of silly because, you know, if I look at effing Ethereum, right, it's more of a risky trade. It's more of a risky trade. And why is that? Yes, it's down. It's not really breaking out, but it is right hitting around its all-time, or at least this area of 3,900, right? Over the last year, we have had a really hard time of breaking out of Ethereum of $4,000. And I'm sitting here right at the precipice of the resistance, expecting it to break its resistance inside of one go ahead, you know? So like dumb me for thinking this, right? And again, truthfully, I should be the Solana trade should have been the one that was bigger than this. But anyway, I'm out of money now. I can't add to it, you know. But hey, I hope you guys learned something and hit that like button. But to me, that was the flush out. That was the flush out. Completely liquidate everybody. Big banks, everyone do that. Okay. It's not the retail traders that are doing this. Okay. The retail traders are full of guys that, like me, you know, they've got 30 grand to 50 grand to maybe even $100 in their trade right there. Okay. But if they're trading at anything more than 10x, right? And I tell all the people on my subscribers that five is it. 5 is all you should be doing. Okay. So if you only have $100, please, if I can teach you anything, right? Only do 5x leverage. I've got Blow Flynn, the link down below. You can make 5 grand when you sign up. Okay. I do get a little bit of a kickback as well, but the only way to learn how to do this stuff is by doing it. I'm not a big believer in paper trading because it takes out the emotional part of it. You know, if you have a paper trading account that's got 100 grand in it, you know, you don't give a shit if it goes to zero. You're like, oh, sweet, I blew up account, right? But I've blown up several accounts, you know, even times when I didn't even have the money to do it. Okay. But The point is I learned from it, right? So what I would like everybody to do, the 5 people that are sitting here with me, this is invaluable information, okay, is only trade with 5x and then write down your emotions into trading, because the technicals are the easy part. This stuff's the easy part. The emotions are the hard part. The emotions are what gonna fuck you over time and time again. Okay. Again, it's easy to read a damn chart. It's easy to say, hey, look, this is a symmetric triangle. And once it breaks out, you know, I'm supposed to wait for it to pull back and then it's going to skyrocket to new highs. That's easy. But in practice, it's difficult. And why is it effing difficult? It's because of our emotions. And I straight up just told you guys that I'm a front runner, right? I see this stuff happening and I'm like, all right, we broke out. I'm the guy that buys the first breakout. And then usually I hold on to somewhat of a losing trade for a little while until we touch back. And, you know, my strategy, I add to it and boom, it skyrockets. But that's just what I do, right? See, now I'm down $100. I'm not going to open my live stream only when I'm making money. Like, I'm going to show you guys when I win and lose money. Like, here, let me just look at the closed positions so that you guys can see this real quick. And here, let me just get my face out of it so you can see everything better. But here's $1,200 positive, $700 positive, $1,800 positive. Here's a big one, $7,000 positive. Here's another one, $1,000 positive. Here's $6,000 positive. I had one little short in there, $1,000 positive, $7,000 positive, $1,500 positive, $4,000 positive, $100, $2,000, $400, $3,000. Ooh, and then there I have my first loss of minus 514. Right. And then, you know, $1,500, $5. That's a massive win. $5.78. Man, you know, paid $80 in open and closing. Ow. And then here's another loss. Here's that next loss, minus 69. Right. So I'm not blowing smoke up your guys' ass. You know, I'm telling you because I want to teach you guys, because financial freedom is very important. Okay. And nobody wants to work on somebody else's dream. You want to work on your effing dream, right? You want to make sure you do it. And money's not easy. It's not easy to come by. And are you done? Are you done playing? Okay. All right. I'm almost done, cutie. I'm almost done, cutie.
Daddy, I want to watch a show on here.
Okay. We can watch a show in 5 minutes. I'm just closing out.
Let me watch a show on that.
All right. You guys might have to tune in till next time for some new tips here.
Can I say hi to them?
Sure. You go ahead, wave.
Hi. What the heck?
Here. Okay.
What the heck?
All right, guys. Till next time. I'm here to help you guys make some money. In the last little bit here, show you what's going on. Losing a little bit of money right now. Was up $2,000. Now I'm only up $900. Ethereum is kicking my ass right now. Minus $600. But hey, you know, I'm holding on to this guy. I got high hopes, and I will let you guys know in the future what we do. So hit that subscribe button, guys. And I'm pretty sure that the big shakeout is over with.